This is a before photo of a piece that a client brought me to repaint, and I don't normally do commission work, but this was the wrong color for her, and she wanted it to match her new bedspread. So this is the before picture, and you'll be able to see what it looks like at the end. I usually use Crud Cutter to clean my pieces because it does such a great job. It even gets rid of all the buildup of wax and everything. And I clean it really good inside and out, and it helps the paint to stick, and you'll be able to see the water here at the end. Even pieces that don't appear to be dirty, the water always comes out really dark. Here's a bottle of the Crud Cutter that I use to clean, and here is the bucket of dirty water after cleaning it, and sometimes I have to change that out several times even. I'm just starting now to paint the base coat, and I'm painting the base coat in a lighter teal color. I actually had at Home Depot in the Behr brand a paint in a flat finish, matched from the client's pillow cover. And usually if I can't buy existing chalk paint, I'll add calcium carbonate to it, which turns it into chalk paint, and it really makes the paint dry just rock hard on the piece. And when you do your base coat, you don't need to cover completely because it is just a base coat. We're going to do another coat afterwards, but you want to just do a coat on all the surfaces you want to be this color. Okay, this is original on the sides and the walls here, and most of this, because the client wanted to leave this just with a wash look. So all I did to incorporate this color is I just did a wash on the inside and right here at the edge a little bit to bleed it in, just so that it has the same colors. I am using very little paint because I'm just misting this brush that I used to paint it with water, and this paint is got enough pigment that it's just doing like a wash, just to cover up the green that was there so it will be more teal. And then she has a natural wood cubby inset that will go inside, so she wants that left as is. Now the second coat is going to be putting another layer of the lighter teal on, but also using the darker teal and blending it into the lighter teal on the edges. And usually when I blend like this, I use a brush for each color, and then I usually use my misting bottle too to mist the brush, or even where I have the paint just put on, just to make it so that you can blend it nice and easy. You can also use a piece of wood, scrap wood, or some paper towels, and just every once in a while clean your brushes off so that the colors stay more true. But this is kind of what it looks like after I blend it, and there's lots of different ways to blend. So it's just, I think you just have to practice and do what you like, and hopefully what your customers like. But this is the finished coat of the two blends. Now what I'm doing is I'm dry brushing the gold over the whole piece, and I'm using the one made by Dixie Belle that's called Moonshine Metallics, and this one is Gold Digger. And this was kind of how the piece originally had been done, so that's why I'm doing it this way. She really liked that look, so I'm just using just dry brushing it, which just means you're putting some on your brush, but then wiping most of it off so that you just have a little bit. You're not trying to paint it solid, you're just wanting to give it a hint of that gold throughout. And I just did this kind of everywhere on the piece. Now I'm going to apply the gilding wax, and I'm using Dixie Belle's Gemstone Mousse in Golden Gem. And I usually use my finger for this because the warmth of your finger kind of melts the wax just enough that it goes on really smooth, but you can apply it with a brush also. Should try both and see which one you like better. And you can see how it looks here at the end. I've just highlighted a lot of it, the trim on it and some of the edges, and it just adds a little bit more to it. Okay, we're just putting on our top coat sealer, which is a water-based varnish or sealer, and I'll probably do 2 to 3 coats of this, and then I'll also put a layer of clear wax on it. So we're getting close, and the hardware will be go on next. So it's getting close. This is the gemstone mousse going on, and this stuff, it dries in about 30 minutes and it cures in 24 hours. And I think it's looking really, really nice. because I still want it to look vintage. I don't want it to look brand new. And I think it's turned out really, really pretty. I'm using this repainting paste finishing wax in natural, and this is the last coat that I'm doing on this, which is just going to add an extra layer of protection. And I just use a brush to put it on with, and then I take a soft rag or cloth and just wipe the excess off. But it leaves it with a nice smooth finish. And then you just take a cloth and just wipe the excess off. And it helps to just fill in any little places on it. And we also were able to add the hardware, or what I call the jewelry, to it. And we also, let's see, we open this. We added the little hutch inside that was in here, and the owner wanted that just kind of left as is, although I did clean it and put some mama's butter on it too, because the wood was very dry, and it just looks really pretty. And I have waxed this surface here, so now I'm going to do the outside. And we've also put in the wood shelf there, which I did mama's butter on that too. I also did mama's butter inside all the drawers and on the slides. It makes it slide really nice, and it makes it smell really nice too. And that's after I cleaned it all really good inside. So, and then last I just have to clean the glass, because I wait till very last to do that because of all the waxing and everything and sealing. And I don't take off usually the glass, especially when it's curved like that, because it's hard to do it, and I still end up having to scrape it and all, so I just save it for last to use a razor blade and cleaner on it, and then she'll be done. And we'll show you a picture when I get done with this of the pillow cover that matches her bedspread, so you can see how good it matches. I normally don't do commission pieces, but the person who owns this had already bought this, and it was the wrong color for her bedroom, so she had bought some pieces from me recently and asked me to repaint this to match. So she brought me her pillow cover, and this is the pillow cover here. So I had paint matched to this color and the darker color. So that's what I used to paint it with. But I think it's going to look beautiful with her bedspread. It's pretty good.